With any vehicle inspection, you want to start with the battery. Even though it might look new and might have been purchased new, you want to test the battery and make sure it is good. Now that we have our battery tester hooked up, we're going to go over here, go into our battery test mode on the scanner. We're going to test it. We have to select the test. I'm going to go to battery, and it is a flooded style battery, and it is 850 cold cranking amps. Cold cranking amps. 850? No, because it is disconnected. Just because something is new doesn't mean it's good. We're going on the test drive portion of the inspection. The customer states that it has a vibration, highway speed, and a little higher. So we're going to go see if we can replicate it. Well, so far in the test drive, what I've noticed is it's pretty noisy, like a hub bearing, possibly roar coming from the back. And something's up in the front besides all the rattles from them removing things before the auction. This is a retired unit. There's definitely a howl or some type of bearing noise coming from the back, unless it doesn't sound like tire noise, and it does have a slight vibration as described, but it's not when you apply the brakes, and it's not shimmying in the wheel. It's more in your butt. So if you can hear a pitch change, it seems to be when you change lanes. That's usually an indicator of a hub bearing, very possible. Or it could be, since it's all-wheel drive, it could be the connecting drive shaft from front to rear, the carrier bearing. Just things that you'll notice on a test drive depending on the vehicle. You also have to be mindful of your traffic conditions for trying to replicate certain situations. We've got our Explorer back in the garage today. All the parts came in. The diag from the drivability, where we're starting, is all of the rear suspension is being replaced. And right now, we have the hub bearing soaking, because that magically just does not want to fall out of the knuckle like it's supposed to after you remove the bolts. That's how it goes. So they say on the keyboard warrior side, that's not reality. And that's not how it actually is out there in the world. We'll also be replacing all of the bushings in the knuckle. I have a feeling that you should know your vehicle pretty well, right? You do drive it on a daily basis. If you start hearing an abnormal noise, don't wait to get it looked at. Get it checked out now. That way you can catch something early rather than later. Because it could be something simple, or it could be on the verge of something major. And if you catch it now, it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, and a lot of hassle-free versus down the road when it gets a lot worse. If you need a vehicle inspection done, I can do that. Leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have a question, leave one in the comments. I'm more than happy to help when I can, as I can. Thank you for tuning in and stopping by. And I'll catch you down the road.